You did good, say.
Southside shorty on them all black 40s. She was out like Madonna, touring that 40. Bitches begging for a ring just cause I can kinda sing. But the only thing that I want is the bit of like an army. Hold on, little mom, I got the things for the Bible. What's the problem? I got my own, you ain't gotta solve them. I promise it won't affect you, I'm just trying to holler. Starving for attention, but I'm not trying to bother you. I used to come alive, focus on the past. Now I'm drifting on the highway until I run out of gas. I recognize this point fucking wave. I don't wanna be tired.
Look, I'll call you back after this verse, bro. Fuck.
Hey, I'm a north side place, know the south side though. Pull up in the Benz, get the south side oh. Joe Exotic when I'm smoking, backwood flaming, backwood claiming. What you say? I'm a praying motherfucker, lying motherfucker. Okay, up and spray a motherfucker if they step in my business. Keep spraying motherfucker. Sorry, that's my mental illness. Need to pop me a pill before I finish these lyrics. Okay. Now I'm stunning like my daddy, swerving in the caddy. Think about getting high, cause my fam rather me that way. Just know that I try, but I think it's time. Sincerely signed suicide.
Hi, audience, Scott. Just called to tell y'all I love and miss y'all. Hope to see you soon. We can have some gumbo and roast, sending love and hugs, and maybe one day we can go bowling. Love, Granny.
Alright, it's officially done. Look at this shit. What the fuck? Ended up going with the quarter round. It's kind of hard to see on the camera, but it's like right here. It actually fucking worked out great. I do have to touch up a lot of the spots with some paint though, because I decided to go hammer and nail style. And as you can see, like where those little marks, they got bad. Like right here, it got fucked up. Hold on, it's gotta focus. It's great. I mean, you live and you learn. I'm just gonna paint over that. It's really not gonna be that big of a problem. And next time we're gonna invest in a nail gun. That is, it's a wrap on this shit, so. I'll do an update when I have it fully furnished with all the tattoo equipment, so. We'll see you when, oh, you know what? By the power of editing magic, I'm gonna show it right now. Alright, I'm gonna try something new here with the audio. I'm actually using my iPhone audio and not the camera because I'm kind of sitting at a small distance. And I realized when I was editing that whole part of that video, the first part you just saw, that I didn't have a follow-up video at all to the studio. So I shot some small clips, nothing crazy, kind of you get the general idea of what I've done. Pretty much the only thing I did was I already had the massage bed. This is my computer chair I'm sitting in. I got those 2 chairs. I'll show that part again. Got the 2 chairs, the mirror, the toolbox, and the lights, and then I just mounted my guitar. And then I brought my sound bar in here as well. I bought this expensive Spark cab for my guitar amp, and I thought it was gonna be an amazing speaker for in here because also basically just amplifies on top of the Spark 40. It ended up kind of being a piece of shit, so I just sent it back. I mean, I paid a lot of money for it, and it was gonna bother me, so I'd rather just send it back, and I brought my soundbar in here, and it's perfectly fine. So much time has passed between, by the way, here's just a forewarning. The rest of this video is just going to be me talking, so it could be 10, 15, even 20 minutes. I don't know how long it's going to be, but I am going to just basically say everything that I've been up to lately, because it's been such a long time since I built the studio, let alone those first couple videos. That was in November of last year. Now it's Father's Day today, I just realized. And then I just remembered, because I already did all the festivities. It's June 16th right now. So it's been essentially 7 months since I made that video. So I'm trying to see if this light's better here or here. I'm sure it doesn't really matter. It's been roughly about 7 months since I put this together, and I've just been grinding. Like, I've done so many tattoos since I started. I think I maybe did, I don't know, somewhere in the ballpark of like 20. I mean, I have a full-time job right now. I want to tattoo full-time, and I know I can. That's not the point. The point is I built a studio, so I'm kind of milking it for everything it's worth right now, because I shouldn't be saying this publicly, but I get to keep all my money and whatnot. I don't really have the IRS looking at me sideways, you know, because I'm just making a couple bucks here and there. I'm essentially just practicing, so I'm not charging a lot by any means. I'm charging extremely discounted prices because they're letting me practice on them, even though my work is pretty good now. It's definitely can pass for a regular artist, not just an apprentice, at most shops, especially in the area where I live. I've done so many, and I'm doing so many more. It's something that I'm expanding at all times. It's one of the things that has truly brought me a lot of fulfillment in my life. Nothing that I've ever done for money has ever brought me this much fulfillment in my life. So this is such a beautiful thing that I've come across and kind of eased my way into in life, whether it was meant to be or I manifested it. It's just the ultimate fulfilling thing for me to do. I know there's another video on my channel talking about, I think the video was called The Day Has Finally Come. It's when like I got my shader in the mail, which is the Bishop Rotary shader machine. And I thought that was like the end all be all machine. But in reality, I actually needed like one more. I just needed like the packer so I could line. So spare the details on that. One's better for like realism, and the other one's better for lining and packing, which is essentially all you really need when you're tattooing, especially if you're doing like all sorts of different styles. Yeah, I mean, it's already halfway through fucking June, you know, like time fucking flies. I remember when I first moved in here, and now I think this is going on, I think that was like we hit like the 2-year mark, and oh no, actually I think it's the end of this month we hit like the 2-year mark of living in here. This is what I'm saying, the time's gonna pass anyways, so you might as well get cracking on the shit that you want to do with your life. Stop procrastinating. Even something as simple as working out. I mean, imagine if the last 2 years you were consistent on your diet and working out, what that could do for you. You know what I mean? The point is I'm following through on everything that I said I was gonna do. Even if sometimes I'm not 100% consistent, I'm consistent for the majority. So if even 4 out of the 5 days, let's say, or let's use a week, like 5 to 6 days out of the 7, you're doing something to be better at what you ultimately are serious about in life and what you're trying to accomplish, then you will find yourself much further down the path towards your dreams. Because, oh fuck, it just escaped me. Things are going exactly as I'd want them to, if not actually genuinely going better than I predicted. That's usually how things go, I feel like, in life, especially if you have great intention in what you do, is that as long as you practice with intention, you're consistent and you show up, you know, things go better than the way you expect. And something that seems like a step backwards is usually not once enough time has passed and in retrospect you can look at that negative thing and actually see that it happened for a reason and see that it led to somewhere, that it took you somewhere and opened a door somewhere that ended up being better than you could have imagined. These things are just crazy. And a whole other topic that I kind of want to discuss too is the amount of self-reflection lately that I've been doing through meditation, just journaling and being more aware, like having more self-awareness in general, has led to having like this level of discernment as it pertains to my own life, where anything that I'm doing, oh shit, my battery's gonna die. So the self-awareness and the reflection on myself as it pertains to everything that I've been into lately, and the primary things that I've been into is art, tattooing, and minimalizing my possessions, which I've been talking about forever, but I've been doing it here and there throughout the weekends that have been passed, and I have drastically less stuff than I did 6 months ago, and I feel more free because of it. Doing all this stuff and following through on what's important to me has like I said, has led to this like level of discernment in my personal life, just as it pertains to just normal things and very specific things that I do on a daily basis. Like whether it's going to my day job, working out, doing art, playing guitar, my relationships with people, friends, family, significant others. Not that I have one right now, but you get the point. Never been happier than I've been right now. Never been more fulfilled, and it just gets better. Like every day it just gets better. Even if very rarely you have an off day or I have an off day, it fucking gets better. Every fucking day it gets better as long as you're consistent and you show up and you set intentions and you just take care of yourself, you know? Like, stop eating bullshit. Like, take care of yourself. You know, do what you want to do. Like, don't have any regrets as it pertains to things that you want to accomplish in life. That's another reason I feel so fulfilled. I'm like, as difficult as it might be sometimes, I'm actually following through with every single thing that I want to do. Life is fucking what you make it. I don't even know what the general message is of this video. And it probably sounds like a whole bunch of word vomit, but take the pieces, the good from the little bits of rambling that I've been spewing in this like fucking 10-15 minute video, and you know, apply them to yourself how you can. Magic happens when you genuinely just believe in yourself and you embody what your goals are. So like, I don't say I'm gonna be a tattoo artist, like I am one. So long story short, when I kept saying in those old videos, especially the tattoo themed ones, I was always like, I can't imagine where I would be in 5-6 months. I don't even know what numbers I used, but it was like 6 months, a year later. And I can tell you, in the position that I'm in now, I couldn't have even dreamed it was going to be this good. Like, I have essentially a never-ending list of people who want work done for me. I'm forever grateful for that. And it just opens the door for me to get better, establish new connections with clients, and putting more art out into the world. Because every time, you know, I do a piece, somebody's going to see it. And then they might ask where they got it, or they'll post it, they'll tag me, and then people get a hold of me and they just trust me. They see my work. They're like, yeah, you can. I have some people that are like, yeah, you can put anything on me. Like, it doesn't even matter. I trust you. I seen your work. Like, you're good. And I'm like, when I hear that, you know, my mind is almost still like in the beginning, where I'm almost unsure of myself sometimes, you know, just being new to something that's so permanent, like on your body. You know, part of me is like, can't believe it in a way, but I do believe it, you know, because that's what I've been working for and it's what I believe. In general, it's my belief that these people will allow me to do it because I, you know, practice with intention, and I feel like I've proved myself. To have this many quality people come to me and let me do this to them, and then, I mean, I haven't even posted on like Facebook, and I feel like that's gonna be like my main source of clientele. You know, I've just been doing it word of mouth right now, and people at my job and certain Instagram things, but Facebook is more local. Instagram isn't as local for me because I got a whole bunch of followers from TikTok like at one point, so it's not the same thing, but it also works, you know. And then like word of mouth, I've had, you know, people contact me from other people that I didn't even know, and they came and got work done. It's just silly how that happened. I don't know what else I want to say to conclude this other than I am thinking about buying a new camera. As good as this one is, partially, I'm not gonna say all the credit is to me, but I've definitely learned how to operate this camera and like use it to its best capabilities. But I'm ready for that next step up. This camera has served me well for about 3 to 4 years, I think. I think it's been about that long. It's been a pretty long time. And it has served me well. But I'm gonna keep it, obviously, and use it primarily for pictures, because I think it's actually a more picture-oriented camera. But I'm gonna buy one that's more towards video. I'm gonna make it truly cinematic. And I don't know when I'm gonna get that camera, but it's definitely gonna be before August. So it's probably sometime next month. I'm not in like a huge rush to get it. It's not like it's brand new and they're gonna run out of stock or anything. I just, I get it when I feel like I need it, you know? I feel like as I manifest these things in my life, the ways will be shown to me. You don't have to force things. That's a better way to put it. Obviously, you want to make shit happen, but you don't always want to force these things, you know? Like, I'm letting it, like, grow naturally. I'm letting the idea and the concept manifest itself into reality more organically, because I think it's better that way, instead of I just have the idea and I just go straight to the store and grab it without thinking, you know? Like, I like to plan these things out, make sure I cover every spec and feature of this camera and do a whole bunch of research on it. Make sure it's the right one for me, because sometimes you stumble across something else and it's actually better, but you didn't even know it. So that's the point of that. I think that's my closing thoughts. I think I've yapped enough on this video, but I wanted to throw a lengthy portion at the end here, because this is present day, and a lot of my videos I edit, they're like from months ago, because I just stockpile footage and stuff, and I've actually probably got 3 or 4, probably 2 to 3 videos that'll be uploaded after this that take place anywhere from last week to I think it was like Christmas and Thanksgiving. Yeah, because it would be the 23rd, I think. No. Sometimes I forget what fucking year it is. Was it last year? Yeah, I think it was Christmas and Thanksgiving of 23. So I'll have some of those videos popping up soon. Not that I really get a huge audience, but one day, one of my videos will hit the algorithm just right. And people will be like, oh, what else does this guy have to offer? Let me check out his other videos. So I don't do it for money and fame or anything like that. I do it purely for documentation of my own personal life in a cinematic format. That way my future kids and grandchildren can look at their dad and grandpa and see how cool he was in his mid-20s and even slightly before that. But it's also for me to look back on the most influential parts of my life and times of my life that I did the most and was the happiest. But I can't say happiest, because I get happier as time goes on, it seems. So I don't mean that in a depressing way. I just mean like I'm in the springtime of my youth.
What's going on? You're not being yourself. This is so out of character for you. I hate to be the one to say it, but the springtime of our youth is far from over, Guy. We still have a lot of work to do.
Oh, be quiet. You want me to feel worse?
I want to fucking document it, because once the day's done, it's gone. Like, that's why I'm so obsessed with like recording things, and having it in digital format is so nice. So I'm getting rid of my material possessions and that minimalist mindset, and then I'm like almost hoarding memories with a camera, making like endless videos that don't take up any space, like physically. It might on a hard drive or something, but I mean, can you imagine having 1,000 videos on a little thing that you can fit in your pocket? That's basically what I mean. Is I'm obsessed with capturing experience. The material items are not where the value is. It's in the experience and the documentation of those said things that are very important in life. So every time I don't want to throw out a fucking lamp or something, I'm like, oh my God, like it makes me think of when I lived at home and shit. It's like, nah, I mean, wouldn't it be better just have videos of you living at home and not a fucking lamp collecting dust where you're like mentally associating these feelings with this material object that has essentially no meaning or value to it. It just makes you think of a time when you last saw it in your life. So yeah, that's it for this video. I've rambled enough. So we'll see where this tattoo journey goes. I will have a shop one day.